Um, and $40 isn't bad for a physical game, but it just like it. I just can't help but remember how when the game launched digitally, it was $5.
Fair.
All right. Oh, I
When did
should.
it come? 20 2015 that it came out on the Wii U, or was it like
2016.
2016?
Mm-hmm. We're talking about Tadpole Trouble, by the way, for the VOD viewers.
For any viewer,
For any
honestly.
viewer who happens to be here. Good game. You can buy it on Steam.
You can buy it in other things, I think too.
Yeah. Is it on the Switch digitally?
I will find out for you. Don't mind me playing Octopath Traveler 2, apparently.
All right. I'll blow my nose real quick. I am recovering from a cold. I feel mostly fine, but I still got some drainage. It'd be like that.
Jack, if it came out on this year, uh, that
Really?
$5 would be $6.51. Did I pull open an inflation calculator just to see how much that game was worth for realsy? Yes.
But is it on the Switch?
I'm checking right now.
Okay. Al's here.
Tad.
Ugh. Where is. You know what? It helps if I have a controller. I just realized I forgot to grab one. So I will be
That's
right
fair.
back.
Tadpole Treble Encore is $9 on the Switch right now.
Uh, I think it does come with extra content.
It has a level editor, I believe.
Okay. Then, yeah, I would say that's $9 is a reasonable asking price. I mean, it is a very short game. And honestly, a greedier company would probably ask like $30 for it.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
Okay, I'll be right back.
it has developer commentary on every stage.
Okay.
So they added developer commentary for
Hmm.
every stage.
Okay.
They added a new stage, and there's new unlockables in the game
Okay.
as well.
Okay. I never played it beyond I think I played it twice, like all the way through on the Wii U cuz it's like an hour long.
Yeah,
Uh but great game though.
yeah. I think I played it once or twice on the Wii U.
I
I did, I
believe
did really enjoy it.
I believe it appeared on my top 10 games of 2016.
You know, I've got nothing better to do. Go look that up.
You know what? I bet I know what spot it was. I think it was number 6. All right, we're back with Apollo Justice.
We're playing a video game
We're
tonight,
playing.
folks.
Oh, I need to fix the screen size. Give me a second. Oh, and before I'm gonna put that back up before I dox myself again.
Got the platinum in Cold Steel 2? Hell yeah.
That's sick as fuck. Good job, Al.
Did you like end up doing a speed second playthrough? Or was I just misremembering and you can actually access that extra area without having to do a second playthrough?
Gotta love how they always give the health
Oh
warning. Oh
Jesus!
shit!
I,
Did you
yeah, I
break?
beat the game first time yesterday. Oh hell yeah!
Did you break something?
I no, I hit the bottom of the plate that was my dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I and funny enough, I was going to mute my mic.
uh, did I accidentally?
I don't know.
Am I stupid? Did I accidentally
Uh,
select? Oh, I accidentally selected Bethany's profile. My bad.
oh,
Yeah, it did sound like something shattered. All right. Load game. Boy, it's been 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks, actually.
you can tell this is very old because my mic sounds awful in this video.
Oh my god. I bet. um, I'll let you look that up before we move on because you have a testimony to read.
It was, in fact, your number 6.
Hell yeah. I was correct.
My number 6 that year was
Shantae Half Genie Hero.
nope, Senran Kagura Estival versus.
Ah, okay. Specifically the Vita version, if I remember correctly.
Did I say the Vita
I
version? Because
believe I believe so.
I played through the PS4 version. I wouldn't be surprised if I had said that. Also, you're voicing this character, not me.
I am? I thought this was you.
Oh, oh right, you took Emma. I
Yeah.
am voicing this character.
Yeah.
We took 2 weeks off. Forgive us, folks.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. Yeah, I do voice this character.
She was crawling in the vents like a ghoul.
Like me. I do that every day. I had heard there was a small window there before.
Al blames Cloud. I do too.
I do too. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
Isn't withholding evidence or like potential uh like proof or
Bound to secrecy? In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold. Whoa, Kirby Planet Robobot was your honorable mention of 2016?
what the fuck? Okay, I need that. That list is fucked up.
We're just gonna have to start going back through all these and redux them.
Are you
Honestly,
listening to two things at once?
What?
Two things at once?
No, it just started playing. But you
I
say you were in the middle of your performance.
you know what? Honestly, that would be a good idea for future Patreon videos.
That's true.
Like reduxing
Hi,
our
Al.
Hi Kari.
Jack says hi.
Hi, Jack.
Beat
No,
up
I agree with that.
beat up past Jack. I agree. Putting
Let's both beat up past Jack.
Putting Planet Robobot in the honorable mentions is a crime. This is your line, by the way.
I say this one, but
Okay.
you say you were in the middle of your performance? So did this happen during the second set? Munch, munch, munch.
That wasn't a question, but got the point across.
I'm eating bread. It's always a question. I did not witness the crime. You must understand. I only know what I heard. Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing in detail.
This is probably the longest we've gone into a stream without me voicing a character. Oh, here we go. That's what the cross-examination is for, ya hair forehead.
I wish you just said ... like that. He just punches the wall, says ... and then it goes to Apollo ... and then it goes back to me talking.
They're giving me a rest today.
Yeah.
I wish. Our mission in this court is to discern the truth. No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Very well. I'm going to keep eating sourdough bread.
Oh God,
Mr. Justice,
that sounds
you may begin
delicious.
the cross-examination. What are you going to do, Apollo?
Audience clapping sound effect.
Yeah!
I'm going to find out the truth. She was up above that ceiling for a reason. I just have to get it out of her.
Gross. Calm down, Apollo.
Excuse me. I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. I don't even remember what the fuck was going on.
Hold on, Apollo. I'm pulling it open now.
I'd
This
heard-
is Trial Former, I believe.
I'd heard there was a small window there before. She says small window like she doesn't even know what windows are.
I don't know what windows are.
It was in the middle of our performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. My secrecy on this matter.
Okay, we're on this one. Hey, Apollo. Why don't we present the videotape on Statement 4?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we fucking go.
Blue Skidoo.
Blue
You
skidoo,
can too.
we can too. Boo. Lemirar. Truth be told, the reason your presence above that ceiling is quite clear. The reason for your presence, excuse me. Especially when you consider what happened during your performance.
What happened?
Yes, it's all right here on this video.
Ah, the direct-to-DVD copy of my performance. Even though it's a VHS. Well, since we have half an hour. Now, are you going to start Cold Steel 3 now? Or are you going to take a break from the Trails games for a little bit?
She says she's sworn to secrecy on this, like... I love Clavier trying to put out the fire.
That's fair, Al. It's a pretty beefy game. Especially if you're going for the platinum, like, all at once.
As we can see, Lemirar was clearly not on stage for her entire performance. Yet she talks about, like, her crawling through the vent like it's a big secret that she can't reveal, even though it's very obvious,
Yeah,
like, what she was doing.
we all know what was happening. Oh!
Oh, that's me. Though it saddens me to be so realistic. Lemire R is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. So, the only explanation is that she was hidden from view. And during that time, she moved to the back of the forum. What? A forum?
Apollo!
Apollo! It's called a venue, you nerd!
You dumbass!
What, Trucy?
It's called a venue! It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules.
But I'm a lawyer. I'm not supposed to be nice. That's pretty funny.
This is very fascinating. But how is it possible?
How could she just disappear like that?
How can she just disappear for good?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just like I'm about to make this beef stew disappear for good inside my stomach.
There is only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. It's almost like magic. She couldn't move that fast. She's not Sonic the Hedgehog. ... Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin?
This was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed.
Aha!
He's just realizing his own oversight. Let's look at the cross-section diagram again.
Why?
Here, we can trace a route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage through the backstage to the rear of the forum.
I bit my tongue.
Recall Lemire R's testimony from yesterday. Flashback.
Flashback is something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. She went from the stage to the backstage exit? A perfect description of this route above the ceiling.
Lemire R knew of this because of her part in the illusion, but she wasn't the only one who knew. What? Just now in the lobby, Machi told me something. What was this kid's voice?
What was this kid's voice?
I'm trying to remember.
I think he was just a small, whiny kid.
I know if I opening vent,
I think that's it.
I can leave stage and backstage. I have no fucking clue. He said that? Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin? I knew about the Vanishing Act, of course. Yet, I had no idea of the route that would be used.
Al says he doesn't think it was as whiny.
Okay. Why didn't that magician tell me?
Magicians only reveal details of the act on a need-to-know basis. They're the bread and butter of a magician's life, just like this sourdough. Here you go, Judge.
Oh, thank you.
Bread and Tillamook butter. It's extra creamy.
Which is why he bound Lemire R to secrecy. Well, Lemire R?
She wanted that bread. I'm impressed, Mr. Attorney. Machi was right about you. So, what does this mean? Are you saying you use this route above the ceiling?
Yes.
I did. Well, that's that. But I'm still a little confused.
Why's that, Your Honor?
As I said before.
Hi, Beans.
There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared for good. 20 seconds tops. How could she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to, fuck around.
And find out. That's a good question.
Can the witness explain this to the court? I cannot.
The vent is actually, like, time locked. Which
Very
doesn't...
well. Mr. Justice,
Yes?
it's all up to you. Do your thing.
What thing, Your Honor?
The bracelet thing. You need to explain how La Miar was able to teleport like she did. Did she do training with Goku? If she didn't do training with Goku, I'm throwing her case out with the bathwater.
Why do I get picked on? It's Lemire who isn't going along with the program here.
As I have stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail. Then you will just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear your testimony on this. Mr. Justice, it will be your job to wring out the truth of her. Yes, if you would please.
Why? Right.
Because I refuse.
I feel like a student before finals.
Good luck, Apollo.
Beans. Beans. Quit it.
Do it, Beans. Do it.
Oh, God damn it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I think other games do like the quick warping a little better in the games that you have to. But yeah, I can understand like having to go to the Courageous every time you want to pick another location is a little cumbersome.
Okay.
Apollo, why did you bring that cat to court?
He just followed me here.
It's weird. I followed the route exactly as I was instructed. There is an emergency exit in the backstage, where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the form on the opposite side from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice. 2 minutes, you say? The mystery deepens.
Beans. Quit it.
Also, fuck the McBurn fight. That one, I had one in Azure that I was doing, and I probably redid it like 10 times. It was one where you can't actually win. But in order to get full credit for the detective points in Azure, you have to deal 25% of health in 10 turns. And yeah.
I suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something.
I came up with this beef stew. As does my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. All I have to do is find the contradiction between what Lemirar is saying and what we can see plainly in the video.
I figured it out already. I'm a magician after all.
Well, tell me.
Not a chance. I can't reveal another magician's secrets. Come on.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side here.
Actually, Apollo, I had a thought.
What?
What if you just press on statement 4?
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm definitely not telling you what to do, because a magician doesn't reveal another magician's secrets.
2 minutes?
Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you're running.
Running? In that cramped, dark tunnel above the ceiling?
Haha, Mr. Attorney. Have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me.
Ah, that's true, but it is still a vent.
So you're saying that on the night of the concert, you made the trip in 2 minutes? Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway through.
Lemirar disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made the trip in 2 minutes. How?
If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet the answer's right there in that video.
God damn it.
Well, Mr. Justice, perhaps you have some evidence for us? Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and her testimony?
Ack! Evidence explaining the discrepancy. Present evidence.
Present evidence.
There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between the video and the testimony.
It's probably her brooch. And brooch said, cool.
Lemirar, do you happen to remember this brooch?
Aha! The brooch! We saw that yesterday, didn't we?
It was found at the scene, Your Honor. And you're bringing this up now. Why? I thought we had already determined when that was dropped. So did I, but we hadn't. Huh. Take another look at the video. Oh boy.
Those fights where you need to lower the boss's HP enough to beat in 40 turns or less to get extra AP were annoying. Agreed. It's your line, Apollo.
I apologize.
Ooh.
If I don't read my line immediately in this stream, it's probably because I'm blowing my nose.
Ooh. They thought it was because beans.
I mean, that too. But both of them. Really. Here, you can see she's wearing the brooch.
So she is.
Let's look a bit later. That's not the video.
What? The brooch! It's gone!
What? Yes, the brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can only be one explanation. The Lemirar we see before the Vanishing Act and the Lemirar we see after are two different people.
What? Al asks, allergies?
I'm recovering from a cold.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah. The brooch was found on the floor at the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. Lemirar, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime?
Yes, I think I did. Order! Prosecutor Gavin!
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Herr Judge. I, of course, knew about it.
What? You're just making shit up!
Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me that the switch and the shooting took place at the same time. So, I was right? There was a switch? There was. Just before the stage's tower rose, Lemirar was, quote, replaced, unquote.
While we're on the subject, just who was this replacement? Lemuriar.
Ugh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, good.
Why, the man behind the illusion, Valent Grammary.
Uncle Valorant!
It was Grammary? That's quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing.
Yes.
The switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on the stage.
That's right.
But this, fake Lemirar is still singing, and she's pretty good.
That's true. I think. Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one, you dumbass. They were just playing a recording.
Ah ha ha. The governors aren't some kind of air guitar band, Fraulein.
Oh, you mean I'm wrong?
When we play a show live, we play live, no recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lemirar?
Very well. I like how everyone has to say it in Trucy's fucking voice
Yeah.
when they say the band's name. Yes, do tell, and add it to your testimony. I had to keep singing even while I moved.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Let's press on that. Let's press on that statement.
You were singing?
Yes. Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings. So I used this.
Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling towards the backstage?
Why should it matter where I sing when everywhere I go is in the same darkness?
Wow, we get it. You're fucking blind.
But you're still crawling in a vent. But if you were singing while you were walking, crawling, more like it. It's right. When the shooter,
No,
the shooter and victim have heard.
Crawling in my vents.
She was singing right over their heads after all.
That is right.
I
Are you
know, that's why I said it.
Are you sure? You'd have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime. What state?
Nebraska. Oh, wait. I know what he means. That old speaker, Apollo.
That speaker?
Yeah, they got it from Nebraska.
Flashback. Oh, hey, it's me, I'm a flashback.
The muttering? More flashback. Yeah.
Satisfied?
You didn't say anything. We just kind of stared at each other for like 13 seconds.
That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually. So Lemire are singing in the ceiling. Sounded just like Lemire are singing over the speaker.
Ingenious. Her voice was hidden by her voice. Ah.
Lemire are?
I have just remembered something.
Convenient.
Do tell. When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes, it startled me, so
So you?
I stopped singing. What? I forgot the words I was supposed to sing.
The song stopped?
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse. So, not many would notice.
Forehead! That mixing board I lent you, where is it? The mixing, huh?
The machine, Apollo! The one that breaks music into tracks.
Oh, this! I'd completely forgotten about it. It was just in my
Why was it
pocket
in
this
your
whole time.
Yeah, why? How'd you get it in there? You don't have my magic panties.
Let's take a listen.
Yeah. What if we don't? Oh, sugar,
Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, honey, honey, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. You were my candy girl.
girl.
Sugar, boo-doo-doo-doo-boo-boo.
Ooh, honey, honey.
boo doo boo doo boo boo.
And I'm watching you.
The song does stop there.
Where? Does it? I must have missed it. I was just listening to Trucy sing.
Look at the lyric sheet at the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure?
Oh,
Now listen again.
do I have to? This is evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake.
The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second, during Lemirar's
No.
ballad.
No, the mistake was no one got me dipping sauce for my curly fries from Arby's.
Damn.
Well, I guess if it's true that the crime happened during the other time, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter.
Which means that Darian Crescend could have done it. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He wasn't on stage for the second set.
You forgot the killer?
I mean...
The
no.
murderer?
The
murderer?
Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Fascinating. Nuh.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turned around quite so thoroughly. Yet one problem remains.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
Herr Forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. When you know, think about it.
Yeah.
Yet it is entirely based upon Lemirar's testimony.
Yes. Is there a problem with this?
Well, it's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. What if she is lying to protect the defendant? But you have no proof! All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear, until we hear directly from the man himself.
The man? You don't mean...
Yes. Though he is a friend and a band member, Darian Crescend must take the stand. I see no other way.
Ah, someone with a new perspective on this case.
As a suspect, to be frank.
But his name's not Frank.
Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. And I'm ready to catch him. Darian Crescend, get ready for justice.
This is as good a time as any to pause for a brief recess.
Yay.
The prosecution will summon the witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin.
I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are. I took one this morning.
Very well, this court is adjourned for a 15-minute duty cess.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Yep.
What if we did menu voiceovers like how they have in Senran Kagura
Oh.
for all the different
Oh, that would be
characters?
funny.
Delete save data.
I will be right back. I'm gonna grab my water.
I'm gonna go fill up on water too. Damn. I've fair. I've never wanted to say much when it comes to the storylines for those games, especially for Cold Steel 2, because there's pretty big spoilers as far as like what happens in like future games, which is funny for me to say because I literally have a statue of said character from one of the later games.
Holy shit, it's Darkest Mustard.
Darkest Mustard is here.
Hell yeah.
I got mozzarella.
I got water and
Oh.
also honey because my throat kind of hurts from doing the Apollo voice.
To be fair, Al, this came out like several years after after I had even like played Cold Steel 4. So like I was well into the series. But no, it's still like kind of shitty that you get like shit that's like that. I think
Okay.
Pixel's asleep.
Yeah. At this point, definitely.
Zucchini has not shown up.
Nope. It's just been the three of us.
The Thief, the King, and I.
Return to the next chapter.
Apollo, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe they're just handing out these little snack packs of Tillamook cheese. And it happened all during the second act. And right in the middle of La Miario's performance.
The reason why she was in the air vent, and that switch, and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
I knew you had what it took.
Oh shit.
Daddy!
Mr. Wright, you believed in me?
Not really. I'm just here for the snack packs from Tillamook Creamery.
Huh?
I also thought I'd make a cool entrance to say hiya.
Hiya, papaya.
Hiya, papaya.
Why do I even bother hoping?
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Why does everybody have to keep secrets?
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Jack streams Fire Emblem Engage when? I mean...
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I can't tomorrow.
Ooh.
I do have it right here. I still need to play it.
You still need to play it so you can go hiya papaya.
Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed. I think I might have to tone down the Apollo voice for the rest of the stream because, recovering sicky.
Fair. Oh no! What if you're shut too, Daddy? Would I do a thing like that to you?
No, you just get hit by a car.
Yeah, but I can walk that off. Anyway, I'm off for a while again.
Huh? You're leaving?
No, one thing before I go.
What?
Good luck.
Right.
That's my name.
Is that all you came to say?
I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tobaye off the hook. No doubt.
Yeah, but...
But you're after that detective, aren't you?
Darian Crescend.
It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
The current court system?
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during this trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our diva divine is telling the truth. But what about all the proof? The brooch and the Nintendo Switch. A piece of jewelry and a video game device. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. But if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan. Who said butter? Leaving behind the faintly signed scent of failure.
So what do I do?
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
Detective Sky? Emma?
Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is. What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material. She says as she tries to put one in her mouth. They were found at the scene. Analysts of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder. Gunpowder? Dun dun dun! Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days.
What the fuck does he mean these days? Firecrackers have been around forever.
Yeah, but the specific brand that kids are into these days. I don't know. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Under the sofa?
Hey, Apollo!
What is it, Trucy?
That's where we found that little device thingy.
Right. This. Well,
Ugh.
finally some evidence makes sense.
That's all for me, I suppose. See you after the verdict, maybe.
Right.
That's me. Every man has an igniter inside him.
Excuse me?
Find Doreen Crescen's lighter and set it off.
Madball.
Sorry, she's rubbing off on me. Darian Crescent.
And he walked out the door just like a magician, normally.
What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean?
I'm sorry. I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
I guess.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy.
July 10th, 1:55 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. There I stood, the main character. The judge started saying something like, "The court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescend?"
Wow, Trucy, that's a really good judge impression.
Thank you, I've been working on it.
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs, Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Oh, I know. Herr Forehead.
Yes, very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescend. Hey, it's me.
Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescend, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know.
And oh, that's you still. I
And
don't
I'm
know
a
why
guitarist for the Governors. Maybe you've heard of us.
Sorry, I looked up from my phone, like I was.
Oh.
There was like a pause, and I was reading a message from Bethany, and I looked up because there was like a pause, and I assumed it was my line, and then I started reading it, and I'm like, oh wait, that's not me.
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
Well, he fucked up. The situation's changed, Darian, and don't call me partner.
Feh. So much for old friends.
I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lemuriar's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime of Virginia. And whatever you're from, Mr. Justice, heh,
I'm from right here. I was born in this courtroom.
it's weird.
Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing.
You're going to have to make sweet, passionate love to him.
Oh boy, are we pressing
That's
everything?
what Daddy meant. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story, except for all of the evidence that whatever Mr. Justice pulled out of his butt. In the first place, she never heard my voice. Sorry, I started talking like the girl over there. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. So you claim Lemuriar's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind.
You go too far, Darian.
Look, all I'm saying is we've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Skye? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lemuriar's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Hi, Beans. Come here. Oh, which... What's up, Beans?
What's going on, Beans?
Do you want to sit in my lap and be good? And not be a little shit?
No.
Nope, he's jumping down. What are we doing?
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing. Oh, wait, I already said all this. Hey, Apollo!
Yeah.
Why don't we present the burnt fragments on statement 4?
Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. Beans!
Beans, why were you at the crime scene yesterday?
He's scratching at my fucking closet door.
Why?
I don't know. Because he wants in there. Beans!
What things?
I had to take him away.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The first was this small device. That's the remote-triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing.
Jackie? What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
Traces of gunpowder were found on those fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. How did Gavin know about this? What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is that, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
You've got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me.
How so?
So, you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when the two witnesses came walking by? Ha! It's right! Doreen was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then? If a firecracker goes off in a forest and there's no one to hear it, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man? Darkest Mustard
Irk!
has German chocolate cake ice cream.
How do I explain this? He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it.
He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. Share with the Stooges. I agree with Al.
I
would
agree.
like a spoonful, please.
That reminds me. God damn it. Beans! Already left.
Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you fuck around.
I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset, the kind all the band and the staff members were wearing. That's right! We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? It was a horny little headset. You could hear what was going on in that hallway. Even if you were out on stage.
Hell yeah, Darkest Master is going to let us share the ice cream tub.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me some of that.
Fair. Whose side are you on, Gavin?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law.
Eh.
Which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I've got a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix, and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove that things went down in the second act. While our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin?
Oh, be right back.
Oh. Oh, okay. We're going to get very close to finishing this tonight, but we're not finishing this.
What was that?
I said we're going to get very close to finishing this, but we're definitely not finishing this tonight.
Really?
Well, this is the last part, but we have two more cross examinations, but we still have a bit left in this cross examination.
Damn. Indeed, if you can't prove that, then to continue with this cross-examination would be pointless.
Hmm? Well, Mr. Justice? Can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think.
You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through.
It can be proven! You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
No, I'm still here. Let's continue the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness, your testimony, if you would.
This isn't going to be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast.
Heh! You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see proof.
Do we have
Hey,
proof?
Apollo! You still have that weird machine in your pocket?
Yeah.
Not that one, the mixing board.
Oh. It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lemirar's song.
Her song? What exactly is this, device thingy? A new variant of a gramophone, perhaps?
Come on. We just used this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Port?
You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Sliders? Oh, I could go for some sliders.
Oh, baby back rib sliders with pork? Pulled pork?
Pulled pork.
Oh.
Pulled pork sliders sound good as fuck, actually.
Yeah.
Give me some
Put
of
a little
that.
sauerkraut on there or some shit. I don't know.
Each instrument is
Coleslaw, that's it.
adjustable separately, Lemirar's voice included.
Ho ho! But what does that prove?
According to Lemirar's testimony, I did the wrong voice at first. At the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Oh no,
Heh! Ridiculous!
his hair is going flaccid.
Yeah, he just fucking flicked his fucking flaccid hair. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in the dressing room out on the stage?
Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets.
Oh?
We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lemirar's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same.
Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now. Oh.
Lemirar stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots.
Darkest Mustard says she would trade the sliders for her ice cream.
Damn.
It looks like with Lemire, so hold on. Mute everything except for track 1.
Okay.
Select track 1 on the second segment and present it. But you can just listen to it, but I think there's a gunshot in the second segment.
Your Honor, listen to this part.
Okay. What's this? I hear nothing. How is this possible?
Wait, isn't the judge hard of hearing?
I can hear just fine, thank you very much. I can also read minds.
Ack, he heard me thinking.
I saw what you were thinking on your face.
Herr Judge's hearing aside, I too heard nothing, leading to me to believe there is nothing to be heard. Wait, did I fuck up? You said the second. Did you say you said the first track on the second
Select
section?
track 1 on the second segment and present it.
That's what I did.
What the fuck?
Unless I did it wrong. I didn't hear anything there either, actually.
Okay, I can't hear anything. I'm just going based off what this says. It says select track 1 on the second segment of the song, present it. So let me go look it up.
Weird. While you're looking that up, I'll be right back. Did you find it?
No, the stuff I see people having an issue with was just trying to get it to go through.
Hmm. Maybe do the opposite, lower one and raise the other 4. That would just take out everything but the vocal. Hmm. Because I'm assuming it is, in fact, the vocal track.
Yeah, I would assume so too. Um,
Here, let me take...
you're looking for a track that contains a certain distributor sound that occurs right on the break between the first and the second segments of the timeline. To verify, lower the sliders on track 2, 3, 4, 5 to the bottom and listen for the sound. And at the break between the first and the second segments. You can also verify by using the equalizer bars. Present track 1.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's all.
save. Wait, can I not save here? Oh, fuck. Well,
Didn't we just? I mean, we saved a little bit
yeah,
ago.
I guess so. Well,
Yeah.
eh. That was like a half hour ago, actually. Um, well... Oh, okay, I saw the save icon, so I'm assuming we got it. This is the track with Lemirar's vocals!
Oh yeah, this is definitely it. That was weird that it didn't.
Maybe I just had the wrong one selected? I don't know. Maybe it, like, got
Maybe.
picky because I, like, wasn't hovering over the right one.
I did hear something faintly. Actually, why? It sounded like a gunshot. What? This has to be some kind of mistake.
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lemirar's testimony was true.
Gah. Order? So, She was telling the truth about what she heard.
Yeah, flashback.
Yeah, flashback. It's over.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
Lemirar was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room... Bang. The gun fired again, and Mr. Latusse's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend? Once again I am reminded of something. Our performance that day.
Your performance?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Hair Forehead. Flashback.
Yeah, flashback.
Can't crank my heart, man.
Atom.
Yeah.
Jesus, so weird.
I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latusse's .45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait! You mean his playing was affected because he got hurt himself shooting that revolver?
Ha! You're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescend? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training. Plenty of it.
Shut up, nerd.
You know? I'm no amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a .38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latousse, which suggests there was a struggle between the killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? So we can drag this shit out longer? Detective Crescend! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves Rolled Up, Ready for Action has to say. Hey, you, attorney.
Me?
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive? Again?
Ooh, I will be right back. I need to grab some food that Bethany delivered.
I'm gonna get more water.
I'm back with Taco Bell.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Oh, God fucking damn it. Hold on. Beans!
Hey, papaya.
Sorry about that.
Uh, uh, I think my computer froze.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nope. Well. Well, I'm gonna take a bite of this taco, since Landon is gone. For the time being. God, I'm ready for this fucking case to be done. Case is stupid. God. Bleh. Excuse me. Lennon's computer froze and we're waiting for him to return.
I'm back now, Jack.
Lennon's back now, Jack.
Jack, can you let Jack know that I'm back?
Oh, okay. Hey, Jack. Lennon's back. Oh, hey, thanks, Jack. Yeah, no problem, Jack. All right, we're back. Al, what kind of cereal do you have?
Your mic is up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Al, what kind of cereal do you have? Fruit Loops. Solid. I have Fruit Loops in the pantry right now, actually. Landon, that's your line.
You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything.
Landon.
I'm checking the deals on the eShop.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback? I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do.
You weep?
I weep. You can line up your little... Okay.
My bad. I accidentally
You
pressed
can
A
line
too
up
soon.
your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense argument, while persuasive, is not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to this case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescend.
Are we finally getting to testimony number 2 of 3 for him?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. You weren't kidding when you said we weren't going to finish this tonight.
Now, this one is a little bit quicker, but number 3 has quite a bit going on with it. So,
I had a feeling.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
Proof of innocence.
Come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was the diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? And if I didn't know him, why would I want him? Why would I want to kill him? A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes. Not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now I need to find a motive. Okay, before I forget, I'm going to save. It's been a minute. Okay. Hey, Trucy!
Hey, Apollo, why don't you present the replica on statement 2 or 5?
Oh, yeah. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What's that? Looks like candy. Nom 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 nom.
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescend, ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Wait, what? Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one that color.
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else.
Alright. But what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with, motive for killing Mr. Latouche, does it?
It does! Wait! I think it does.
You don't sound confident to me, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons?
Silly cocoons.
Silly cocoons. You know, one of those silly cocoons.
You know, like the Pokemon. Silcoon.
Yeah, silly coon. The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
Not this one. This cocoon doesn't make this cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative for what?
Apparently, it is most efficacious. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is most efficacious at treating a disease through thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia.
Whatever for. If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? That's what I've been wondering. I'm here still.
We've looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol? Wait, that stands for International Police.
Right! The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
Secret agent. Secret. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? Eh. That's what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
So I was going to sell it on the black market and make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony. Oh, thank God. About this smuggling of cocoons business.
Witness testimony.
Witness testimony.
So this is number 3?
This is number 3, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Which is just going to be a lot of talking from here on out.
Oh boy.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol, or International Police, are all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. Indeed. Interpol want these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover. You kids think up the craziest things. No way I'm going to risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what.
Hey, Apollo.
Hi, Trucy.
Don't we have a newspaper article? You should present it on statement 3 or 4. Hold on. Yeah, that one. Newspaper article.
What? God damn it. I wish the game would stop doing that. Hold on. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone's in the market. Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article, oh, that's about the Chief Justice.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Why? That's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You weren't saying...
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying... the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
Even if the deal went through. Why, it'd be an international scandal.
What if the Chief Justice he's talking about is fucking... I mean, it's not, because this takes place after those games, but Blaze the Best, and the dying child is Sebastian.
Oh, gross. Just put him out already.
That's Detective Crescen's insurance! If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice!
Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? We saw you jaywalking! Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let it sleeves over there. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Why does he call Apollo's sleeves? Like, his sleeves are rolled up, but his sleeves are shorter than yours. You have more sleeves.
Well, that's why he, like, mentioned his roll-up
I know, but
earlier,
still.
so.
Oh, wait, I had to read that. Well...
Oh, yeah, you're forgetting one other important thing.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Burgundian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about Cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Hey, Apollo! They just added 3 new statements.
Burgundian Customs is very... Well, I guess you gotta read them.
Burgundian Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know.
Al said give Darian the rope already.
Damn.
So what do we do here?
Let's present Prosecutor Gavin's guitar on the third or last of the new statements.
Third or last, okay. Gift from Lirimar, yep. Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor?
I don't believe it. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office? Anime is only real if you don't believe it, so believe it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to believe it now.
It was a beautiful instrument. It was a flashback. Who cares?
No, flashback, flashback, flashback.
Oh, yeah.
Flashback, flashback. This is a long one.
This is a long one.
So anyway, flashback.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
I wasn't listening. Can you repeat that?
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum-packed in Borginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was... With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work?
Good memory, Herr Forehead. Oh my god. Flashback.
Not good enough if we need a flashback.
So anyway, sandwiches.
I made myself a sandwich for lunch today. I used some spicy habanero jack Tillamook cheese.
That sounds fucking delicious.
It was. An igniter?
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean...
He means this, of course. My beef stew is too hot.
No, it's still so hot. Actually, this is like my third cup.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band?
York. Order! Arby's, where's my order? Still waiting for that dipping sauce. So, the igniter.
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution.
Precaution?
Ah, Herr Forehead. At last, it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lemirar's ballad, if you please. First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latouche. Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated, then the gig would be up. You mean the jig? The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch now. The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then, Mr. Latouche died. With Le Mirar there to witness it. There's your case.
Brilliant, man. Detective Crescend? I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian.
Feh. The Republic of Brigannia? That's made up.
That country's not even real.
That country's not even real. Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. Because it isn't real.
True, you haven't.
Ha! Let's see you make up a story like that, kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
Sorry, give me just a second. It's not so hard to imagine. You had help, a Borginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemirar heard proves it. You made this transmission from backstage, while your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who is it?
This is it, the coup de grace. And I know, and for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then.
Right after I blow my nose again.
Right after these messages. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility.
Oh no, 2 bars.
Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized.
Penalized.
Penisized.
Penisized. It's penis inspection day, Mr. Justice. Are you ready?
Whip it out. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
It was Phoenix Wright.
It was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Hey Apollo.
Hey, Trucy.
Don't you think it was Machi Tobaye? Wouldn't that make sense?
I guess it would. There is only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client. A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
No, it's not.
Actually, we've had that before in the series.
I assure you.
2-4.
Shout out 2-4. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche, And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent on that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lemuriar?
Is the quality bugging out for you?
No, I'm reading something on the side.
Okay.
It couldn't have... Oh, that's you.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been you, Judge. That's my line.
Oh, well... you seem sure of yourself. I thought it was my line.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic what now? Cheese Whiz, I like this shirt. Please don't destroy it.
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat. Excuse me. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemire R was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. Al says he wants Cheese Whiz to destroy your shirt.
No, it's a nice shirt. It's got Kirby all over it.
Oh, you can't destroy the Kirby shirt, Cheese Whiz. Come on. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems that Lemuriar could have done the deed.
No! When the shooter made the transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and the Lemire R stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lemire R's position in the air vent.
Wait, I have one question, Apollo.
What is it?
Why does Prosecutor Gavin look like, he's made of carrots when we go to that cutscene?
It's an excellent question. Well, Detective Crescend, what do you have to say? What do you say to that?
I think he's on just a carrot smoothie diet, Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns?
Yay.
Just one more time.
Yay.
Well, I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Oh my god.
Pleasure, pleasure.
He does look like he's made out of carrots.
Too bad, so sad, punk.
Punk?
First you were slaves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo. What exactly are we supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't in what we see, correct, Darian?
Right. It's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee penis.
The wee penis.
The wee pianist to set off that igniter? That right?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Penis? I mean, piano. He looks from afar. He looks like a tall Oompa Loompa. It doesn't help. It doesn't help that he's wearing purple.
Yeah, he just has the wrong hairstyle.
Yeah.
Or hair color, specifically.
But it seems to be a problem there.
But it looks like kind of greenish from far away.
Oh, yeah.
Do. I've got a song just for you. Hey, Cheese Whiz. So yeah, well, what seems to be the problem there? To be honest, this sounds just fine to me. That's the problem, man. Still don't get it? Heh. How's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing?
That's an extremely easy explanation.
You've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva. Lemurier! But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she?
Irk.
Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. If they couldn't even press a switch. Heh.
Erg. Oh my fucking god. See, he looks like kind of greeny.
Yeah, it does.
Like, up close it looks better, but...
Yeah, it kind of has sort of a greenish hue.
Oh yeah. The piano plays non-stop! He couldn't have pressed that switch.
Well, Mr. Justice? The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well...
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo, were you wrong? We didn't lose any meter, though, so I don't get it.
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... strange? What's strange? No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there. Odd?
Mr. Justice,
Why me? He's the one who's talking.
if Machi Tobaye didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice.
Oh, yeah?
You got the facts wrong, man.
Uh-uh.
Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. But the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Eh.
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Machi Tobaye the accomplice?
Yes.
And your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed the switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Arg. What do I do? What do I do?
Eck, there has to
Eek.
be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to this thing
my
that just
God.
got said.
Oh my god.
Literally just got said.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on it? Can you prove Machi Tobaye pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that oh my god, how many times do I have to say these words?
Hey, Apollo!
Yes,
Hello?
yes, Trucy?
You still have that mixing board sticking out of your pocket?
Yeah,
Okay, let's use it.
cool. I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then, as prosecutor, it falls me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Hair Forehead, you're sure about this?
Heh, accept it. There's no evidence, man.
Oh, let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim the defendant pressed that switch?
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What about music?
Let's listen to the piano part, around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
You just want to have track 4. Okay, it does it for you. I hear a piano being played.
But doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple.
Huh, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needed the one hand to press that switch. Oh, I bit my tongue. Yeah. God damn it. Hold on. He could play the piano with the other.
Ha! What? So you're some kind of piano savant?
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 Actually, no.
Then, what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
Irk. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know.
Wait.
Hey, Trucy.
Ooh, You got something?
I love how, like, Trucy is always like, hey, Apollo! But the one time Apollo goes, hey, Trucy! And she's just like,
Oh, fuck! What?
I'm not used to this!
Oh. I wasn't staring off into space, waiting patiently for my next line.
Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? No, he sucks. He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. So sorry. So sad for you. Maybe you should have gone with a Trump voice for you instead.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't.
I admit it will be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described it as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No. No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth. At last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flames.
Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Which track is the piano?
4.
4, okay.
So yeah, make sure you're hovering over 4. And then this says something about the first segment of the song.
Oh, is it the first segment of the song?
Yeah, because that's about when the shit hit happens.
Okay, well. It's so quiet compared to the rest of the game audio.
Vocals. Oh. Huh.
Like, it's hard to hear. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it is that was sounded odd to you. And I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Herr Forehead.
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to that part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but a fleeting melody" phrase. Oh my fucking god.
Pressure. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-boo.
Pressure!
Under pressure. Man. How many times do we have to listen to the same thing?
You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another one? Another section?
The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace."
Sugar, sugar.
Gavin is a statue.
You're my candy girl. Play verse 2 again.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, Apollo! Why?
I hate this case.
Why has God forsaken us? Why would God abandon us in our time of need? At least they don't play the full clip every single time.
True.
Like a certain 1-5.
True.
Oh, what did I say? I wasn't paying attention.
No, there it is.
They feel the same, true, but they are clearly very different. What?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. But the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes.
Imagine if they did play the full clip each time. I would quit. I would quit Gaming Stooges.
You'd have to use two hands to play that for sure.
I said,
Okay.
Eric, what's that prove?
I would think you'd know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. There's no point in
Yeah.
changing arrangements if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so the piano would stay in the background.
Oh.
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself. Now ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch.
Oh. York. Order.
My Arby's sauce is here.
Oh, finally. Time for some curly fries. Hey, Prosecutor Gavin, you want a curly fry?
No, thank you, Judge. They're like very
All right.
They're like very cold and soggy at this point.
Yeah, they've been literally sitting there since like we started this trial today.
That's why I bought this air fryer.
He just pulls an air fryer out from under his robe.
Yeah.
Just starts fucking shit up. I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
Heh.
What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. I'm dragging out my voice, so something... Oh, there it goes. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
It's not over. I don't
It
like
isn't
it.
over yet.
I don't like it when he looks so happy.
Hey, Apollo, why isn't it over yet?
I don't know, Trucy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Hair Forehead. Huh? Me? Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law.
That's lame as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
1,000 facts might point toward the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof.
I hate this case.
That's the rule under our current legal system.
I don't believe it.
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Oh, I think he did. We'd have already have seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? The truth is staring us all in the face, right in the face. Why can't they just see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said? Hey guys, it's me,
Phoenix Wright, Ace
Ace
Attorney.
Attorney. Yeah, hey, you got it, dude. This is Flashback, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And I'm here to say, you got it. I wonder what he meant by every man's you got it, dude.
I think he just meant a weak spot, no?
I don't know
The kind of
about
thing that a
that.
single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. We're going to kill him.
So, can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter.
Huh?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes, good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
Right?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Apollo, I'm gonna go get water real quick. So you go for it, Apollo.
Okay, have fun, Trucy.
What? And this igniter's supposed to come and burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry, and I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Hair Forehead, you are accusing this man, Darian Crescend, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. Psst. Landon. Landon? He must have gotten up. I agree. Oh, he actually did go to get water.
This trial's already run on for far too long.
I fucking agree.
That's why I got some Girl Scout cookies.
Ooh, hell yeah. What kind?
This one's the lemon whatever.
Oh, nice. Classic.
Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this class examination ends. Nom nom nom. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis of this accusations against Darian Crescend.
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darian Crescend's plan is... present evidence, right?
No, call a witness.
We're calling a witness? Oh boy.
Yes, we're gonna call a witness.
Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
Yeah, so what is?
It is true I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order. Like, he's very tall. But I've got just the person to do it.
Well, Mr. Justice, who is this person who can prove Darian Crescend's guilt?
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
That's it, Daddy!
Is it really?
No, it's Machi
I
Tobaye.
was gonna say. The person who can prove Darian Crescend's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Your client? Again?
Machi Tobaye was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescend could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle the cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnout guitar.
Very scientific of you. Have you been hanging around that Emma Sky recently?
Thus, if Machi Tobaye acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescend concerning the attempt of smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved. Oh wait, that's you.
Durain's laughing again.
I love how Trucy is the only one who ever pronounces his name wrong.
Your unrelenting passion is Remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
That little key tickler.
Key tickler?
Why are you calling him a little key tickler?
That's a child.
This guy's a real child.
That-
And
that
you're
is
a real bad guy.
Yeah.
Calling him a little pianist. Anyway, the little
he
key
call-
tickler won't say shit, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
Oh, he meant piano keys.
Piano keys.
Key tickler. I literally thought I was genuinely like, keys?
Yeah, why is he tickling house keys? Why is he
I thought it was
saying
just
that,
I thought it was
Machi
just a euphemism for penis. For genitals.
No, that's what piano is.
True. I mean, this is the man with the penis hair, so
Yeah, everything about him's it's penis o'clock.
yeah.
Every time, all the time.
Especially that's you.
I already said this.
Okay.
What's this all about? Why are you fucking saying he's a key tickler?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death
Why
By-
was that all keywords
by Borginian law.
in that nut? Ugh. Yeah? See?
Yeah, see?
If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking.
But you're wrong, Detective Crescend.
What?
It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to the smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Borginia. And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but...
But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me.
Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tobaye. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Machi Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Heh. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on. Please? He jerked himself off so hard that last time that he finally got an erection. His erection's so hard, it's a reverse erection now.
Darian, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession?
Ooh, he's laughing again.
And there's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, man. Have you been listening to today's trial?
This shit's crazy.
This shit's fucking whack.
Yes.
And you'll talk. You'll tell the court everything, right?
I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi.
Situation I cannot explain, but money I needed. Very much money.
Today's trial. Raise a delicate issue with our legal system.
You think he'd have plenty of money with being, like, one of the most popular musicians from his home country?
Ah, yes, but Borginians get paid in sourdough.
Who?
The only thing definite in the court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However,
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
should another case of this sort of surface, we may have to consider an alternative system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machitabaye,
Yes?
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. Even though, in reality, you probably would be sent back to Borginia and tried there.
Yeah.
Because that's how the real world works, but we're
Yeah.
not there. So, anyway. Oh, and regards to current charges of the murder of Mr. Latouche. This court is prepared to announce a verdict. Oh my god,
I thank you.
you're so ugly. What the fuck?
I
Put those glasses back on.
only lie. But you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court defines the defendant Machi Tobaye.
Not guilty.
Actually, we're just gonna go with guilty. If you kept the glasses on, I probably would have said not guilty.
Case closed. Let's get Taco Bell.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Court is adjourned.
I wonder what'll happen to Munchie.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
All's well that ends well.
Daddy!
You.
I owe you both my thanks.
Lemirar?
Is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Machi was your partner on stage. Your friend.
Yes,
I thought of him as my own son, but then I realized he's not.
And
I
also,
have
he's very ugly without his glasses on. Like, my goodness,
Yes.
have you seen him?
My God, the first time I met him, I actually barfed.
I barfed on him, on his
Yes.
face.
And I'm blind. That's how ugly he is. Even now, I still kind of think of him as my son. And yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Also, he probably shouldn't have mentioned that he gets paid in sourdough. I think the judge just wants all of his sourdough. Is that not how it should be? The judge eating all of Machi's sourdough?
I'm still sorry about the sourdough.
Oh, don't be sorry. Mine's safe. Also, you have given me courage. Courage? Courage? I am considering an eye operation. It was my suggestion, actually. I was like, you know what you could do with all that sourdough? You can just go get your fucking eyes fixed.
Damn.
You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doc... Oh, wait, that's you. My bad.
Hey, that's me. You only voice one character in this scene, actually.
I do.
According to the doctor. Lemuriar lost her sight due to, I don't know, some kind of accident?
Wait, what if she became blind because she saw Machi Tobae's face?
That's perfect. Al likes it too.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. I will be right back. Give me just a minute.
Are you peeing your pants?
No.
No. I think he's peeing his pants.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
I
about
fear
that.
that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared. You know what changed your mind? Hearing your defense in there today.
What? Nah.
She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
Wait, is he gays or straight?
I don't know.
She could feel his gaze.
I don't know. If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
painting.
That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all. I will paint the two of you. I promise. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lemurier!
What if it turns out she's a shit painter?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
She just draws like stick figures. She'll have
Hey,
to
my
take,
thanks too, Apollo.
she'll have to take art lessons from Larry.
Oh my god. Larry Bus.
Oh, excuse me.
Can't wait.
Excuse me, Laurice.
Lawrence. I can't wait till we get to the fucking DLC case for
Oh yeah.
Spirit of Justice.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll be the last case on this entire package.
Yeah.
So, kind of a ways away.
3 years from now, we'll get there.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what?
You reminded I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is.
He's a secret
Secret
agent man. Right,
Secret.
your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy. I hope that we will meet again soon. Someday. You bet. Me too, Mom. I mean,
I mean, what?
Mario. I mean, who are you supposed to be?
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the Guitar Serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. Excuse me? But there's something I wanted to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer in the end.
and thank fucking God, we actually finished it tonight.
We went 4 minutes over, though, so do we really?
Technically we only went 1 minute over because we're at 3:01 for the stream length.
But also, we had so
God.
many problems throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. God.
We did it.
Fuck that case. It's so stupid.
Hey, guess what?
What?
We got another stupid fucking case coming up, Apollo.
It's less stupid than the last two.
Yeah. Yeah. But guess who you have to voice?
Oh God. Oh no.
No getting out of that one. Because Cloud's not here.
Yup. There was a lot of interruptions. Yeah, that's my bad. Well, I mean, it's kind of out of my control, but Beans was being a shit, and I had to get up a few times.
You know what you do?
What?
You just get them a toy and you chuck it across the house.
That's what I mean, I try that.
Oh.
And it works sometimes, but he just gets distracted by other shit. Gumshoe returns. Hell fucking yeah.
I wish. I mean, he does return, kind of.
Yeah. Kind of. Alright. Well, that was the end of that stupid fucking case.
Oh, hey, pal.
Oh, hey, pal. Okay. Well, thanks for joining, Al, and Darkest Mustard.
And Darkest Mustard.
We'll be back next week. We're gonna start the final case of
It's
this.
the final case of the game.
All right. We'll see you then. Bye.
Okay, bye.